You ever scroll through a drone listing, see those silky 5.1K shots over a sunset, and think, this is the one, only to realize once it's in your hands that the battery dies faster than your patience on a windy afternoon? I've been there, and that's exactly why I want to talk about the DJI Mavic 3 Cine Premium Combo, not just as another drone, but as the tool that actually delivers on the promise without the hidden headaches. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This combo isn't for casual backyard flyers. It's for creators who need reliable footage without the hassle of swapping batteries every 20 minutes or praying the wind doesn't knock the drone sideways. The 4/3 Hasselblad sensor is the real game changer here. It's not just about megapixels, it's about dynamic range. I've shot sunrise time-lapses where the sky still looks blue and the shadows aren't crushed, and that's the kind of detail that makes editing feel like a breeze instead of a fight. If you're used to shooting with a phone or a GoPro, the jump in image quality is night and day. Colors hold up, highlights don't clip, and you can actually grade the footage without inventing data that isn't there. Now, the flight time is where this drone earns its keep. 46 minutes isn't just a spec, it's freedom. I've flown over lakes, through valleys, and back without once worrying about landing in a field because the battery icon turned red. That said, don't expect 46 minutes of aggressive flying. If you're doing cinematic shots with slow pans and slow climbs, you'll get close. If you're racing or filming action sports, budget for 2 batteries. The good news is the included RC Pro controller is fast, responsive, and the screen is bright enough to see even in harsh sunlight, no more squinting at a dim phone screen. The omnidirectional obstacle sensing is another layer of confidence. I've flown through tight canyons and around trees without the usual white-knuckle moment of wondering if I clipped a branch. It's not foolproof if you're flying too fast or the lighting is tricky. It can still get confused, but for most real-world scenarios, it's a huge upgrade over older models. Just remember, sensors aren't magic. Always keep visual line of sight and don't treat it like a self-driving car. The 15-kilometer transmission range sounds impressive, and it is if you're in an open field with no interference. In real use, especially in urban areas or near power lines, expect the range to drop. I've had stable feeds at 8 to 10 kilometers, but beyond that, you're playing Russian roulette with signal drops. If you're filming landscapes or open-air events, it's more than enough. If you're trying to fly over a city skyline from miles away, you might need a spotter or a different approach. The ProRes option is a big deal if you're editing in Final Cut or Premiere and want to skip the proxy workflow. But here's the catch, the Cine version adds a lot of weight, and the SSD that comes with it is tiny. You'll fill up 1 terabyte fast if you're shooting 5.1K at 50 frames per second. Also, ProRes files are huge, so make sure your computer can handle them before you commit. If you're just posting to Instagram or YouTube, the regular Mavic 3 might be all you need. Who should buy this? If you're a working creator, a filmmaker, or a photographer who needs cinematic quality and reliable performance without constant battery swaps, this is the drone to get. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper than renting a drone for every shoot. If you're a beginner who just wants fun aerial shots, the mini-series will save you money and headaches. And if you're already invested in a different ecosystem, like Autel or Skidio, the switch might not be worth it unless you specifically need Hasselblad color science. The biggest weakness? The price tag. Even with 2 batteries and the RC Pro, you're looking at a serious investment. And while the drone itself is solid, the ecosystem around it, like the tiny SSD, feels like an afterthought. DJI's menu system is still clunky, and if you're not familiar with their app, you'll waste time digging through nested settings. Also, the weight means you'll need to register it in most countries, and you can't just toss it in a backpack without considering prop guards and filters. So, is it worth it? If you need the best image quality DJI makes, the longest flight time in its class, and a drone that won't quit on you mid-shoot, then yes. If you're okay with lighter drones, shorter flights, or don't need ProRes, there are cheaper options that still deliver great results. Just be honest about your needs before you click buy.